All right, we're back with Mountain Fire's coverage of the Interbike Trade Show. I'm hanging out here with Cameron Chambers, who kind of disappeared off the scene. Now, we all were wondering what happened to Cameron Chambers. Cameron, what's up?
Well, it has been kind of a rocky year. I felt like beginning of the season, fitness was coming on well. I had a great year last year and had kind of a good off season of recycling and felt like I was going to have a good summer, and got back from a trip to Sun Valley, Idaho right after the 4th of July, and was up riding with some buddies a trail up on Pike's Peak called Heiser Trail, and coming down pretty fast and clipped a tree and headed into another down tree and ended up there breaking my C7 in my neck and then my L2 and L3 in my back. So it was a bit of a fiasco. I couldn't walk because my back was like cramping and spasming like out of control. You know, I was shivering really bad as night came on, and so like my buddies were super smart and level-headed and just good mountain folk, and they gave me the clothes that we had there. But then they started cutting down pine branches, and I was about a 5-foot tall, 5-foot wide like pile of pine branches when the medics got to me. But that really saved me so much pain because like I said, I was shivering real bad. My back was cramping from that. And once I was able to kind of get warm and get that wind off me, I stopped shivering. And that's when I kind of calmed down and was able to kind of access, like, all right, like I'm not, my toes are wiggling. I have feeling in my fingers. And, we're going to make it out of here. And it took about 3 and a half hours maybe from when I crashed to get to me and get me out. We were out there pretty well, but they did an amazing job and got me to the hospital. And I was in the hospital for 3 days, just kind of monitoring me. But everything's been healing up really well, and I had some x-rays at the 4-week point, and they said that it was like miraculously fast healing. So I started riding bikes at like 6 weeks out from it, and I think we're about at 11 weeks here in a couple of days. So starting to feel pretty good, still on some pain meds to kind of get through the day, which I'm definitely getting ready, wanting to kick, but certainly things could be a lot worse.
All right.
Yeah.
So you broke your back and your neck, and they put you on a board and carried you down?
Yeah, the thing that they put me in was like this bag almost like deal that then they hooked up a pump to and pulled all the air out of it, and then it goes like rigid around you and holds you still. And then they put me on a board. Like, it was pretty cool looking deal. Like, it was just one big wheel in the middle of it, like a fat bike type of wheel, and they had like 6 people that always had hands on it, and there's like, I don't know, maybe 12 people, and it's pretty burly trail. And so like getting me out they were definitely working hard, and they were keeping me really level. And like they'd come to a rock or a tree they couldn't get around, and somebody would like leapfrog the other person and start tugging up. And like I was, even like in the drugged pain state that I was in, I remember thinking like, this is incredible that these guys are toting me out of here like this.
How many miles out did they have to roll you?
They cut some locks on some utilities roads and drove back in pretty far. I don't know totally, but I think they may have hiked about 4 miles to get me to a four-wheeler, and then I got onto that, and they took me to an ambulance off of that. So I don't remember a ton of it.
All right, so what's next for you? When do you think you're going to be healthy enough to get up back on the bike to race?
Well, that's a good question for sure. I mean, I'm certainly anxious. I've kind of thrown in the towel on this year that I'm not going to do anything more with. I was kind of getting amped up for Cross Nationals being in Colorado and wanted to try to get fit and ready for that, but that's not going to happen. So, I'm thinking maybe start racing, hopefully El Paso Puzzler in January. I've always wanted to do that event, and maybe go down to Texas and kick things off there. But sure, by Whiskey 50 and like that time that stuff, the growler rolls around, all that, I fully expect to be fully up to speed and no problems.
Well, all right. Well, hopefully we'll see Cameron Chambers racing at the El Paso Puzzler or Whiskey 50, and hope you heal up quickly. All right. So if you're chilly out in the back country and you can't move, go for the pine bows. All right. Thanks, Cameron.
Absolutely.